All right, today we are talking about a document that I know can sound a little boring, but I promise you it is one of the most powerful tools your nonprofit has. We're going to break down the IRS determination letter, and I'll show you why it's way less like paperwork and way more like a golden ticket to some serious opportunity. So let's dive in. So let me just ask you this straight up. What's the single document that really unlocks major grants and donations for your organization? You know, the one key that opens the door to real financial support and proves you're the real deal? Yep, it's the IRS determination letter. You should really think of this thing as your nonprofit's official passport to the world of funding. It's the definitive government-issued proof that says, yes, we've checked them out, and they are a legitimate charitable organization. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, but why are funders so insistent on seeing this specific piece of paper? Can't they just take our word for it? Well, it's not about mistrust. It's actually all about a crucial process called due diligence. See, at its heart, it really is all about trust. Funders have a huge responsibility to make sure their money is going to an eligible, legitimate nonprofit. The IRS's review process is so tough for a reason. It's to maintain public trust in the entire charitable sector. And this letter? It's the gold standard for that proof. So let's get specific. Funders need this for a few key reasons. One, they need a hard copy for their permanent files. It's just tangible proof that you're eligible. Two, it lets them verify all your basic info, your legal name, your EIN, your address. Three, it proves that the IRS itself has looked at your mission and given it a thumbs up. And finally, it protects them. It ensures they don't accidentally give money to a fraudulent group or an organization that's had its status revoked. Okay, so we get why it's so important, but what's actually in this famous letter? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the different parts. This one piece of paper is packed with critical information. You've got the official recognition statement right from the IRS, the exact date your tax exemption started, and something called your foundation classification. It also confirms your legal name and your employer identification number, your EIN, and of course, it has that magic sentence that confirms donations to you are tax deductible. This right here is the money quote. This single sentence is the official declaration from the IRS. It's what gives your organization the legal power to operate as a tax-exempt charity. It's the whole ballgame. All right, next up is your foundation classification. Now, I know it sounds super technical, but it's pretty simple. It just tells funders whether you're a public charity or a private foundation. And honestly, most funders want to see that you're a public charity, a 509, A1, or A2, because that means you're getting broad support from the public, not just from one or two big sources. And then there's the effective date. This little detail actually tells a big story. It shows funders how long you've been around as a federally recognized nonprofit, which is a great signal of maturity and stability. And, of course, it's the official starting line for when donations to your cause became tax deductible. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now, let's get really practical. We're going to tackle some of the most common headaches and heart-stopping moments that can come up with these letters. All right, take a deep breath. Let's start with the question that gives every nonprofit leader a mini heart attack. What in the world do you do if you can't find the letter? The good news is you don't have to panic. It's a completely fixable problem. You just contact the IRS exempt organization's office, give them your basic details, pay a pretty small fee, and they will mail you a brand new certified copy. Yeah, it might take a few weeks, but you are never truly without it. Okay, here's another one I hear all the time. You finally find the letter, you pull it out of a dusty file cabinet, and you see it was issued 15, maybe even 20 years ago. Is that thing still good? The answer is a big yes. It is almost certainly still valid. See, the validity isn't about the date printed on the paper. It's all about your current status with the IRS. As long as you've been in continuous good standing, which you can easily check online, that old letter is as good as gold. It only becomes worthless if the IRS has actually revoked your status. So what about when things change? You know, your nonprofit has moved, or maybe you've even changed your legal name since that letter first came in the mail. Does that throw a wrench in things? An address change? That's the easy one. It doesn't invalidate the letter at all. You just need to file a simple form to let the IRS know. A legal name change is a bit more of a big deal, and you might need to send in some documents. And if you're using a doing business as name, a DBA, just be ready to explain to funders that it's the exact same legal entity they see on your original letter. Now for a really tough spot. You're a brand new nonprofit. You've sent in your application, but you're stuck in that infamous IRS waiting period. What on earth do you say when a potential funder asks for your letter right now?
There is only one right answer here. You have to be 100% honest. Be completely transparent. You can use this exact language. Tell them when you applied and that you're waiting for the IRS determination. Whatever you do, never, and I mean ever, claim you have 501c3 status before you have that letter in your hands. That's a surefire way to get blacklisted by a funder.
So after all of that, what's the one thing you really, truly need to walk away with? Let's boil it all down to the ultimate takeaway. It's this. That determination letter is not just a form. It is your organization's definitive, official, undeniable proof that the federal government recognizes you as a charity. And because of that, it's everything when it comes to credibility. It is the absolute bedrock upon which you build trust with every single grant maker, corporation, and major donor you ever talk to. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Do you know where your nonprofit's golden ticket is right now? Is it safe? Is there a digital copy? Is it ready to go for that next big grant application? You've got to make sure the answer is yes. Thanks for tuning in.